Hey everybody, it's the Chicken Chaser here, and as a self-proclaimed gaming connoisseur, I decided to embark onto a perilous journey to find the worst games known to mankind. I didn't settle for any old garbage games. Nay, I dug into the dark abyss of terrible titles to find ones that would make my eyes bleed and my brain cells weep. I scoured into the forgotten corners of the internet, delving deep into the seedy underbelly of the gaming world. And let me tell you, it was a harrowing experience. I battled through a sea of broken controls, horrendous graphics, and mind-numbing, boring gameplay. But I emerged victorious with a treasure trove of truly the worst games known to man. Why? I can hear you asking this now. Why would you be doing this to yourself? Well, my friends, the answer is quite simple. I have a deep-seated hatred for myself. A hatred for how much time I've wasted playing good and well-balanced games. So, I'm here to balance the scales. If you're in the mood for a good laugh or a good cry, please follow me on this journey. Just a warning, you'll never be the same again. Grasp. A game that truly takes your breath away, but not in the way you would hope. Now you see, as an astronaut stuck on the moon, you would think your only troubles would be avoiding lunar rocks and your oxygen level. But no, Grasp has a different idea of what fun really is. You see, in Grasp, you are presented with tantalizing waypoints that beckon to be explored. And being the adventurous type I am, I went to see what was in store. Alas, I soon discovered that these waypoints are nothing but a cruel joke. An invisible wall greeting you, mocking you on your feeble attempts of progress. But being the masochist I am, I didn't give up. I soldiered on, determined to find a way past these pesky invisible walls, spending 20 minutes traveling to each waypoint. But to no avail, with the walls constantly reminding me of my foolishness. Either way, I have a special place in my heart for this game, making me wonder, why would I even want to be an astronaut? Maui, the game that makes you feel like you're on a never-ending vacation, but not in a good way. With its whimsical Wind Waker-esque graphics, you would think it would be an easygoing game, but looks can be deceiving. First off, I want to speak about these controls. They're as clunky as a coconut rolling down a hill, and switching between your powers is about as easy as navigating a maze blindfolded. And let's not forget about the scaling of these enemies. One moment you're taking out a whole gang of baddies, and then at the next moment, you're being taken out by two measly foes. And don't even get me started on the progression of this game. To get to one area to the next is as broken as a ukulele with a snapped string. You can't even get out of the first area without feeling like you need a Mai Tai or 3 just to even cope with the frustration. But hey, at least Maui's on a tropical island, so don't forget to pack your sunscreen and some bug spray because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. According to the developers, this game is a first-person shooter set in the far future where mankind has finally been able to explore space. But in reality, this game is just a glorified shooting gallery, with enemies standing conveniently in front of you. Yeah, that's almost all I have to really say. This game only has one mission to it. It's going to take you longer to download it than it will for you to actually beat. Next game. Ari and the Bear. It's a game that made me really ponder why I even play video games in the first place. You see, it's a heart-wrenching story about how a dog and a cat gets thrown into the pound and they have to make their way together back home. Now I can hear you thinking, that's such a touching story. Surely the gameplay can be as compelling. Well, you're wrong. Playing Ari and the Bear kind of reminded me of doing a Rubik's Cube blindfolded on a unicycle. How? I don't know, it just sounded really good when I wrote it down on the script. You see, sometimes when you play this game, the levels skip, the game will freeze on you randomly, and with no save function, you're fucked and you have to start all over again. It's just a confusing, glitchy mess. It honestly made me wonder if I just pulled my hernia just trying to beat it. In the end, trying to figure out which one of these games is the worst, it's like trying to find the most disgusting piece of gum at the bottom of your shoe. It's a futile experience that'll leave you feeling worse than when you've started. So, if you're thinking about giving any of these games a try, I really suggest you find a good therapist first.